Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space, where I take stories from across the internet and read them for your entertainment. This particular story is called Deceived, written by Squirrelbey. Top secret, highly classified, 0107-2142. 1 week since planetfall. Mr./Miss President. It is with great honor and immeasurable satisfaction that I write to inform you that 1 week ago, the UNS Endeavour made planetfall on TRAPPIST-1F. We claimed this planet on behalf of the United Nations of Earth, and henceforth named it Unity. Since time immemorial, we have looked to the stars and wondered at their secrets, and now, for the first time in our history, mankind has set foot on a celestial body outside of the Sol system. The efforts of the United Nations of Earth and the crew of the UNS Endeavour have delivered hope for a future in which humanity lives spread across the Milky Way galaxy. The journey was arduous and took a little over a predicted 60 years. Of the 18,000 crew, 17,879 have successfully exited cryostasis, whilst a further 76 have been kept under ice as a precaution until they can be safely thawed. 45 brave men and women have tragically passed away due to complications in stasis. I list their names below and trust that on Earth they'll be honored for the sacrifice they made in the name of human progress. From orbit, Unity is truly breathtaking. Green continents lined with mountain ranges, far taller than any on Earth, surrounded by vast blue oceans. We identified our landing site, a flat plain at the foot of a spiraling archipelago, and made planetfall. Geologically, the planet itself is as much as we expected. I will leave the finer details to the science reports, but essentially, the atmosphere is breathable. The climate is comfortable, and the gravity is as close to Earth as to be almost indistinguishable. What we didn't predict was the life. Millions of species of flora and fauna, unmistakably alien. Many of them bear similarities to Earth's own creatures, lending credence to the theory of divergent evolution, though we are yet to see evidence of sentience in any of the strange beings yet. I'm not ashamed to say that. As I stepped forth onto Unity's shores, I wept with joy at its beauty. The scientists will send images and notes on the life we have catalogued. Mr./Miss President, our work here has begun in earnest. The foundries are fired and the replicators churn out necessities night and day, though there is still much to do to make the colony self-sustainable. Commander Fitz, who has the honor of being the first human to step forth on an extrasolar planet, has begun the work of pacifying the local fauna to ensure the safety of our colonists. The FTL message relay has been successfully deployed in orbit, giving us capacity to contact you every 6 months, with a message travel time of 12 years from sending until delivery on Earth. There is one other subject of note. Initial planetary scans have detected an anomalous structure in the far continent. Satellite images are inconclusive, but it warrants further investigation. Regards from Unity, UNE Governor Fernandez. End of message. Top secret, highly classified, 0101-2143. 6 months since planetfall. Dear Mr./Miss President, we've discovered something truly remarkable. 3 months ago, we sent a drone to scout the anomaly identified in our scans. What it found has shaken the very foundations of human science. It is a structure standing roughly 600 meters tall, which the crew have nicknamed the Monolith. It is made from an element which we have never before encountered, and is unlike anything else known to us. Perfectly frictionless, maintaining a constant temperature of -6.3 degrees Celsius, and made from a single unbroken piece. There is no doubt that it is being constructed by an alien race. Mr./Miss President, for the first time, we have proof that we are not alone in the universe. Stranger still, our sensors have detected an enormous satellite in orbit, constructed of the same material, moving in perfect tandem with the structure, never deviating by a centimeter. It remains directly above the monolith at all times. The satellite is a series of enormous rings, the largest over a kilometer in diameter. Whoever those aliens are, their technology far surpasses our own. We have no method of discerning the age or purpose of the structure. Was it left here by a native civilization of Unity eons ago? Or was this planet visited by a starfaring species as we have done? We may never know, but we have dedicated a team of scientists studying the monolith around the clock. I hope that I'll have further information to report in my next missive. The discovery has shaken many of the colonists. Commander Fitz has begun to work on a network of defensive fallback positions and is vocally advocating that we destroy it, or at the very least, leave it be. I have overruled her. Although to allay some of the worries, one of the replicators has been set to produce weapons and ammunition. We will soon have enough of an arsenal to arm every man and woman should the situation demand it. In other news, the colony of Unity has withstood every test the planet has thrown at us. We have successfully prepared the soil in the local area to grow earth crops. The commander has pacified the local fauna, and we are thus far untouched by disease, the local bacterium being unable to survive in our bodies. Please find the attached detailed reports on our progress. Regards from Unity, UNE Governor Fernandez. End of mission. Top secret, highly classified, 0107-2143. 12 months since planetfall. Dear Mr. Miss President, once again the colony of Unity has far surpassed any expectations of success we previously held. A month after my previous message, one of our biologists made a breakthrough at the monolith. By passing an electrical current into a small indent found at the base of the structure, we were able to unveil an entrance to the inside. After much debate, 2 armed squads were sent in with the science team. The interior was even more fascinating than the outside. Entirely hollow, the walls lined with cables and circuitry from floor to ceiling, strange hieroglyphs and symbols adorning every spare inch of space, and in the center of the room, a large holographic star chart of the local sector. Dr. Dubravka has the idea to touch the star where Unity was, and the hologram quickly changed to a 3D model of an atom. I will allow the science report to divulge the details of what followed. What is important is that the hologram tested our scientific knowledge for hours, and then, finally, it stopped. We were deemed worthy. Mr. Miss President, we've made first contact with an alien species, and they come in peace. The hologram showed a creature with which we communicated with in real time, smaller than us, bipedal, but with 6 digits on each limb and a hairless body. They are remarkably similar in both stature and appearance to Homo sapiens. They call themselves the Tempi. They've translated our language quickly, and we have been communicating in English ever since. Do not fear, Mr. or Miss President. We are cautious, following the protocols outlined in Article 227B. Thus far, we have exchanged information on our cultural identity and biology, but all data on Earth, her location, and the UNE's military and economic capabilities remain safely encrypted and disconnected from the network. The Tempi have been sailing the stars for millennia. They left the monolith on Unity thousands of years ago, hoping that someday it might be discovered by another species. That day has finally arrived, and they are keen for us to join them. The technology they have shared with us is beyond anything humanity has ever conceived of. I attach it to this message, and can only dream of what human ingenuity will make of these reports when they finally reach Earth 12 years from now. The Tempi have given us instructions on how to fully activate the monolith, claiming that if we do so, we will be able to use it to create machinery that will allow our spacecraft to travel far faster than light speeds and join them amongst the stars. We have begun the work immediately. Strangely, the creature looked almost upset when they told us this, its body language reluctant. Commander Fritz does not trust the Tempi and is advising failsafes should they turn hostile. They have given us no reason to think this so far, but seeking danger is a job after all. The future seems bright, Mr. or Miss President. The colonists have grasped this opportunity firmly and worked tirelessly for the good of Earth. Regards, from Unity. UNE Governor Fernandez. End of message. Top secret, highly classified, 0101-2144. 18 months since planetfall. Dear Mr. or Miss President, this will be my last letter. I am writing this final message under siege from within the fortified bunker, the last holdout of humanity on Unity. We activated the monolith a month ago, and the cost of our greed and hubris was great. Too excited by the promise of advanced technology, opportunities for power and wealth, we did not think to wonder at the cost. We were deceived. The instant the procedure was completed, great black ships began to spew forth from the rings in orbit. The sky blackened as battleships, made from the same strange material as the monolith and bristling with weapons, descended on Unity. They were dark and terrible, grander than anything humanity has ever created. The largest of them, over 10 kilometers in length and possessing enough firepower to destroy countries. Before we could register what was happening, the invaders had begun to rain drop pods on our fledgling colony, and the creatures that stepped forth were not what we expected. These were not the mild, humanoid tempi with whom we seemed to have so much in common. No, we were never in contact with the tempi. Their society was eradicated centuries ago, caught in the same trap that we were. We had expected friends, but what came scuttling from the pods was horrifying and truly alien. A segmented body stood on 6 legs, taller than 2 men combined, and covered in a dark chitin, as thick as armor. 2 sets of arms, 1 long pair and 1 short, protruded from a thorax, each grasping a different weapon. The head was eyeless, dominated by a gaping maw with constantly moving mandibles. We received only 1 hail from the ships. It said, "The Goks have come for you." We never stood a chance. Their technology is truly beyond anything that we could ever conceive of. They seemingly communicate telepathically, their soldiers reacting in perfect unity. Their weapons are phenomenally destructive and are used with perfect precision. I have no doubt that if they had wished to, they could have instantly destroyed the planet from orbit, but chose to instead take prisoners for some malign purpose. I was taken captive early on in the invasion, whilst the colony burned around me. I raced to destroy every piece of information that I had in my possession and on our systems. But I was not fast enough. Before I could destroy our databank, the door blasted inwards and I was captured. They demanded the location of Earth, and naturally, I refused. I would not give them the passwords, but... I'm sorry. I was too weak. They tortured me, and I broke. And now they know everything. The instant they gained access, the fleet above the planet raced into the void directly towards Earth. I was supposed to have been part of history, to go boldly where no man had been before. The governor of humanity's first extrasolar colony. Instead, I may have brought ruin to you all. All I can do is pray that some of humanity can survive, and that history forgives me. Hidden deep underground in the defensive networks, she had the foresight to build. Commander Fitz leads the resistance movement. Miraculously, they were able to rescue me, though at times I wish they hadn't, as I cannot bear the shame. There are fewer than 1,000 of us left to fight, the rest captured or killed. Our ultimate goal is to destroy the monolith, to prevent more Goks from arriving, though I'm not privy to how the commander plans to achieve this. Thousands of ships are heading towards Earth as I type this letter. They appear to be able to travel faster than the speed of light, and our best estimate places their arrival in Sol system as 20 years from now. This message will take 12 years to arrive, leaving approximately 8 years to prepare. We have compiled every bit of information and data on the Goks that we've been able to collect, and send it alongside this message in the hope that it will help Earth to survive the coming storm. I'm so sorry. UNE Governor Fernandez. End of message. End of story. I would just like to thank the T5 supporters: Bushmaster 117, Casper Arnholtz, Draxoon WRE, Elijah Silvercross, Gray, John Carrington, and Severin Cerberus. Thank you very much.